has there been moments since then where like you're just on the couch or something, you've had a couple beers and you're like, I'm fucking getting back in there tomorrow, and it's just like you're just kind of fired up?
After when I retired, I retired because I had when I won the title, but people don't know this, but I was very ill. Like I had a ulcer colitis because I was trying to gain weight.
Colitis.
Yes. I was trying to gain weight because I was fighting in a heavier...
Swelling of the large intestine.
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to put on weight.
It's Crohn's disease. You have Crohn's disease?
No, it's ulcer colitis. It's not Crohn.
Oh.
Crohn is different.
Ulcer
But
colitis.
very often, ulcer colitis transform into Crohn, and Crohn transform into cancer.
Oh.
A lot of time, you see that progression. Yeah. So when that, when I had those crazy cramp, it was during my training camp with Bisping, and I didn't know what it was because it was blood when I was going to bathroom. And I told myself, I said, whatever it is, I'm going to do the fight, and I'm going to have, because but to know what it is, you need to do what they call a colonoscopy. So they go with a camera.
They gotta go in there.
But you need
Perverts.
to take, you need to take laxative and all that. Like it empty you. Yeah. And I was trying to put on weight.
Oh, that's the worst.
So you know what I mean? I couldn't do it. It was a few weeks before. And I said, you know what, whatever it is, I'll do the fight and I'll deal with it after. And after the fight, I went to do the test. And I got diagnosed with ulcer colitis, and I was on heavy medication for anti-inflammatory. And I relinquished the title. I could have kept the title for 1 year and like parade with the sponsorship, but I didn't want to do that because of for the respect, So I relinquished it because I didn't know what was going to happen. I said, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, So I tried to get better, and after a few weeks, it didn't really work. And I discovered fasting. And what happened is pretty incredible. I met a doctor, Dr. Jason Fung in Toronto.
Jason Fung, F-U-N-G?
Yes. He's
Japanese, huh?
Yeah, nephrologist. He's, I think it's Chinese or Canadian Chinese, yeah.
Okay.
That's him, exactly. He gave me a fasting program. He treats a patient that has certain type of diabetes. And he gave me certain program of fasting. And what happened after the next few weeks, all my symptoms disappeared.
Wow.
And I diminished the dose of my medication until I no longer need it.
And what type of fasting, what exactly were you doing?
I did two types. I did what we call time-restricted eating, where you eat you eat all your calorie in a certain window.
Okay, like an intermittent fasting kind of thing?
Yeah, like you eat your calorie in 8 hours. And you fast on, like you only drink water in the 16 hour. And I do also prolonged fasting. So what I do, when I do prolonged fasting, I do 4 days, only water.
No
and when I train, I take salt in my hand. I put a little bit and I lick.
Like a pervert. It's okay. Or pervert.
Yeah, pervert. But you take salt because you don't want to deplete your mineral and this over time, because ulcer colitis, you're supposed to be stuck with that for life.
Wow.
It's a condition you have for life. When you got it, you finish. You got it. And all my symptoms are gone. Now I can drink, I can eat whatever I want. And I realized that, we talk about conspiracy and stuff. The reason why you don't hear about fasting is because nobody makes money with it. It's not no pills.
Free.
But it's really worth investigating. Of course, ask your doctor, but man, it changes my life, and I just wish I would have known this before.
Really?
It really did.
So you've used it in other facets too, when you need it tight.
It works for everything. Like sometimes you have an injury, like say tendonitis, and tendonitis, often it's related to inflammation, All inflammation disease, when you fast, it take away the inflammation. And all the stuff that I had regarding inflammation, like one of my toes, I had a problem with one of my toes. It was hurting me for years. When I started doing my fasting, it kind of disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, it
we don't think about that. We always think more, like more medicine, more anything, more of this diet.
I thought the same thing before. I was like, protein shake, this, because I was trying to gain weight when I fought Bisping. And I realized, man, I was doing everything wrong. And
we always think about the punch in. We don't think about the punch out, like you were saying. We don't think about the inverse of it.
It's insane. And I remember I had a chance to go to Kenya.
Tanzania.
Kenya, Masai Mara. I met a tribe of hunter-gatherer.
Oh yeah, those brothers can jump, huh?
Yeah, but these guys, man, sometimes they spend 3-4 days without eating. And it's normal. They're used to it. And if you see their old people compared to our old people, they're much more healthier.
Oh,
They
yeah.
look much better. And the reason why people will tell me now, oh yeah, but they have a shorter life expectancy than us. Yes, it's because of a lot of the child die before the age of adulthood.
Oh, I see. So the
They
numbers
die
are
when
kind
they're
of
young. Yeah. Child. How do you say in English?
Starvation or neglect.
No. They got like disease, or then the hospital is too far away. You have to drive like 5 hours. You know.
Well, that right there. If something's
But if
wrong,
once
yeah.
they pass a certain point, if you look at their old people and our old people, they look much better.
Oh, our old people look like shit, a lot of them, to be honest.
average,
No offense.
yeah.
But a lot of them, I've had a couple of grandparents and they were mid, I thought.
But what makes us live that long, it's not because of our healthy lifestyles, it's because of our technology, for most of us.
right. That's true. Huh?
Yeah.
That's what's saving us most of the
Yeah.
time.
What-
It's not us doing anything.
Yeah, when I was a kid, for example, I had like it's called in French convulsion fébrile. It's when you're a baby, you have a rise of temperature. So what your body does, it shut itself down and it go into a coma like this. And that happened to me when I was young. My mom told me if I would not have technology, I was brought to the hospital and they put me on an artificial coma and everything, on plugs. And if I would not have that technology, I would have not been here with you today. So I'm alive today because of our technology.
But
So
what do you hate? But how you treat the life you have is up to you as well.
And if we don't have technology, maybe 50% of us would not
we'd
be there.
fucking cooked, dude. I'd be out probably. A lot of my family would be gone.